My name is Andile Mvusu. I was born and raised in S.L.V, Richards Bay, basically in KZN. My artwork that I do mostly portraits, and I specialize, my mediums are graphites, paintings, and fabric. I am a sole and a founder of Andile Mvusu Arts, direct manager. I am currently working on an arts exhibition coming soon. I have a few of my artwork that I have with me that can actually tell where I actually started. I started off 2011, and this is my first artwork that I've done, the portraits of myself. It wasn't much, but I actually tried at that time. I was using HB, and I wasn't really actually aware of what I'm using. And I then, secondly, this is where I learned of knowing how to tell a story of what I'm actually drawing. So this was a question, and I was able to tell a story of it as well. So most of my artwork, I basically deal with old people and kids, and that's where actually I was able to tell stories of the old people. They actually inspire me very well, and I have met a lot of people that I've spoke with which are artists, and we have like a different perspective of actually doing art. So I learned that my work is unique because I'm able to tell stories, and with the work that I'm doing, I'm able to do different techniques as well. So along the way, I learned, and I actually learned a lot of things about myself that I wasn't aware of. And till this day, I now know the techniques and a lot of things that I'm able to do on my artwork. Where do I find inspiration? I find inspiration on myself, mostly if I feel okay, and the life in general. If I am okay with everything and I feel happy, that's where I find inspiration, and I'm able to actually sketch. And I also find inspiration with old people. I love old people because they always tell stories of where they've been, the history behind them. It's always inspired me to actually work and tell stories of my work. When is the favorite time for me to create of the day in the day? I normally do my work during the day, daylight. It's my favorite time of the day where I actually sketch where the sun is in the middle and there is no reflection of what I'm doing, and there's no distraction of anything. So daylight is my favorite day of working. Does art have anything that can help me? Oh yes, yes, it does actually help me. Um, it makes me become more of a woman in art, and the dignity and that value of being a woman in art. So it gave me that strength of being able to actually continue to do art as a woman, because a lot of people who do art are generally men, and we are, as women, are not being seen as the strongest people in the arts industry. So if you were a woman and you were doing artwork, people actually recognize you, and they see that, okay, fine, your work is actually good, and you have like a long way to go, because the name of being a woman, you wear your crown, and you know that you're able to actually do a lot of things, and that they actually keeps me going each and every day. How did I create or develop my art career? I firstly started very young, doing artwork, and at the youngest age, I've always told myself, ngifuna ukuba nenkampani one day, or maybe own an art studio, or maybe work in an art gallery. and that they always push me to actually work hard on what I've started. And I've always told myself, in no matter how many work that I've done, um, I will get there one day. So with the work that I've done so far, the portfolio is amazing, and I've worked so hard that whatever I've done left a signature of my work. My favorite medium is graphite pencil. Using graphite pencil, painting and fabrics. Basically, I do not have any favorites because I work in everything, and whatever I use on my medium is my favorite. So I do not have any favorite medium. The domination of men and me as a woman in between men, I don't find pressure because I am aware that as a woman, I wear a crown that I know that my work will always be outstanding because I'm a one woman in between many men.
I-art iyakusiza empilweni.
Yeah, i-art iyangisiza empilweni kakhulu because I'm able to be myself when I'm working, and I'm able to actually tell a story of how I feel and how my life is through my artwork. So kulula kumina ukuthi ngikhulume or maybe inspire a lot of art people or maybe young people at my age or maybe younger than me, and tell them how good is art and how I can actually inspire them to work more on their techniques and what they already have in knowledge of artwork. So for me, kulula ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngisebenze from what I have and inspire a lot of people. How do I balance daily life, routine, schoolwork, and my artwork? For me, I find it very easily for me to work under pressure. That's just always been me. And there's a lot of things that I can task using my hands because I know that I'm capable of doing a lot of things using my hands. Schoolwork and my general life, there is no pressure. When I work, I give myself time because I know there's nobody behind my back telling me that at this certain time I need to work on this, I have to finish this. I know my work for school. I know the limits where I have to stop for studying and then I need to focus on my artwork. So I've always been into myself whenever I'm working, and I'm very comfortable with that. I work because I want money, or I just want to pursue my goals using the client based line of money. No, I work because art has been in me for years, and it's been very difficult for me to actually price my work. I only work because I want to be recognized. I only work because I want to tell stories of all people, indigenous people, children, and the people that who are actually not able to actually speak for themselves. So that's for me. Money is just basically like a bonus for me. I am not working for money. I just want to be recognized as one of those women who actually do art. I work with other artists. Angikaze ngisebenze with anybody. I have been a solo person ever since. So in future, I would actually love to actually collaborate my work with somebody else. But at the moment, I haven't worked with anybody. What do I study, and why do I study something different from art? The reason why I chose to study something different from art is because I've believed that I was gifted, and I'm still gifted So I don't see myself going to school and study what I actually have conquired and what I taught myself. So I'm currently doing a diploma in technology information system. So that career there is different from what I'm doing now, and to me it's also my favorite subject and what I also like to do apart from art. Favorite art piece on my artwork. My favorite art piece is the Feather Girl. She's just right here. I'm not sure if maybe you guys can see it, but she is right here. Um, she is the reason why I want to have an upcoming solo exhibition, because this is me with no hair and telling a different story of actually who I am. So it is based on the Moon Girl. So though that is actually my upcoming exhibition. So it's entitled to her.
How many drawings do you think you've drawn?
I have drawn more than 45 images, and it's been a very hard work. So ever since I started drawing, it's more than 50. That's how much I can count. So I have actually worked in so many work, and the portfolio has become very solid for me to actually have an upcoming exhibition. So yeah. What can you expect from me as Andile Mvusu Art is I have an upcoming exhibition, art exhibitions. I'll be releasing a date very soon. So there's a lot of solo art exhibitions I will be doing in the future from today. Even though I haven't actually collaborated my work with anybody, but I'm hoping that I can actually work with somebody in future. But for now, there's only my solo exhibition coming up. I'll release a date of the event soon.